Good afternoon, everybody. This is Coins and a Cigar. Doing a coin opening for you guys. We got $50 in 3 in bank wrap, 2 in customer wrap quarters. We got a $10 in half dollars, 1 roll of dimes, 1 roll of nickels, 1 roll of pennies, and if my math is correct, that would be $67.50. Of course, we always begin with our wonderful cigar. This one is Tatuaje, or Tatuaje. This is a Navita Cibaro, Ecuadorian Habano wrapper with a Nicaraguan filler. It's a really good cigar. Of course, I'll smoke it later. As you know, I can't smoke in the coin room, but I am enjoying the air conditioning here. We're going to begin. Obviously, what we're looking for here are any varieties. Of course, the very elusive 4th of July quarter, which I probably won't find. None of these end rolls are the 2026 version. So I'm going to really sort of assume that they're probably not in these rolls. I've already peeked at the ends of these, and they're not in there. I can't suspect that I'll get the 2026 July 4th quarter in here, but you never know. Obviously, in the half dollars, we're looking for any earlier ones, or maybe some proof ones, some DDOs, anything like that. The 1971, 72s have DDO airs on them as well. Dimes are very hit and miss. Looking for silver, of course, looking for silver in these as well. Nickels, the elusive 2005 Denver. I'm sorry, the 1950 Denver is the one that you really want to look for. And of course, pennies. There's so many varieties and variations for those. And obviously, looking for anything prior to 1982 that would be that are copper. Put the copper in my little copper jar over there, and that's pretty valuable to melt, actually. So I'm going to set these aside. I'm going to start with 50-cent rolls, and let's begin. Got my scale at the ready to go, and let's see what we can find. I did open up the 50-cent roll, and it's an interesting coin there. It's not silver, but I got a feeling it's like one of the newer ones, so I'm going to take a look at it. Well, there you can kind of get a better idea of what I'm talking about there. Edge is a little different, and it's, well, look at there, a 2023 Philadelphia. I think these are NISC. These not really intended for circulation. It's actually in really good shape. Probably should put some gloves on, just because I really don't want the oil in my hands messing with it. I'll actually stop and do that, but it's a really nice 2023 coin. A little scratchy, but not bad. All right, let me pause, put some gloves on, and we'll go back through the rest of this. All right, I'm back. I do have that 2023. There is apparently a DDO error on this coin. I'm gonna look and see. I don't see anything too crazy. It's a nice looking coin, but other than that, I don't really see anything. I'm gonna have to do a little more research. I think 2023 are NIFCs, not intended for circulations, but I need to confirm that. I'll go through the rest of the pile here and see what we have. I see some 70s, 71s. Says a 73, and I'll let you know if I find anything else. Well, quite the hodgepodge here of half dollar coins. It was in the range 71, 73. Oh, there's another 71. On the wrong pile. 74, 78, 79, 83, 95, another 95. Oh, sorry, that's a 96. Then the year 2000, and of course that one, the 2023, and my favorite, I keep these, of course, the bicentennial half dollar. I've already searched through them to see if there was any errors, anything missing. Of course, you're looking for the no FG and then the double diop versus. Didn't see any of that, so I'll stack them up and send them all back. Now, probably going to move on to the dimes. All right, got the dime roll opened up. Don't see anything silverish, anything magical. So I'll go ahead and dump it out here. Sorry for my shadow hand being in the way. And I'll go through them and see if there's anything exciting with these. The dimes are really low on my list of interesting finds. Probably the best one would be the 1982 no mint mark, which is a significant error, but they're very, very rare. Very rare. It's kind of a little older looking dime. I'll take a look at that. I'll let you know if I find anything. Alright, went through all of the dimes. Did find a 1982, as I mentioned, but it clearly has a mint mark. It's pretty damaged or faded. That's just because it's an older dime. I don't think there are any other varieties other than that. So, on to the nickels. Alright, got the nickel roll opened up here, and a funky looking one right there. It's probably just old. Well, old is relative, I guess. Let's just take a look here. Yeah, it's just a really rough. It's not actually old even. It's actually a new coin. 2020. Man. That poor thing has seen some struggles. All right, let me go through here. I don't really see anything that looks buffalo-y, but obviously, well, there's the new buffalo nickel that you can look for. I'll take a look at that, see if there's anything going on with that. Kind of the same concept there. Don't really see anything that's speared. This is what obviously we look for. It's in such a horrible condition anyway. So, all right, let me go through here and see if I can find anything exciting, and I'll certainly bring you all back. All right, welcome back. Several nickels that I found that are intriguing. Nickels to me are my favorite just because they're so unique. 1977, there is no mint mark, which people will often perceive as an error, but actually in these years, they weren't. What interests me is this, like it's really faded, funky looking, so I don't know what that means. I don't think it's an error, but it's just kind of different looking, like his ribbon and bow just really faded. I mean, of course, it's a 50-some-odd-year-old coin. So, in addition to that, on a 1958, I love to keep the old coins in really bad condition. 1949 nickel I found. Love the 1949s. Anything earlier than 1950. And then two 1964s. I will check them to see if there are any errors for these 1964s. I don't think there are, but I'll take a look. Again, I love nickels. I think they're like my favorite coin of all because there's such diversity with them. So, all right, next on we'll do the pennies. All right, got the penny roll opened up. I'll go through there and see what I find. Obviously some zinc. Would love to find some copper and of course wheat pennies. Wow, some really nice 2022. My fumbly fingers. And I did take the gloves off just because I can't open the things with them on. So, all right, I'm gonna take a look and see what's through here, and I'll let you know if I find anything. On my bucket list of finds is the 2023 VDBV Air. These are airs where it actually says VDB, and right after that it will have an extra V. I am desperately looking for one of those. Pretty rare. The mint, I guess somebody in the mint, when they stamped the VDB, they thought they'd be interesting to add an extra V on the end. They do exist. I have seen them, but I have yet to find one. All right, in that whole roll, there was only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of copper, pre-1982. The one I have on my scale is a 1982, which was the last year, and it does weigh 3.1 grams. If you do find a 1983 that weighs 3.1 grams, you definitely want to hold on to that because that would be an error. 1982 is when they switched, or 1983 is when they switched copper to zinc, so 1982 is correct. 1970 is 9, nothing really old. 1963, I guess that's older than me. 1980, 1977. I think I have a 78 and a 79. And I do have one other coin. I'm going to call it the Frankenstein coin. It's in bad shape and it's not worth anything. But when you put it on the scale, I mean, it's a year 2000, but look at that. Right outside of Lincoln's head. It looks like Frankenstein. I mean, it's damaged. Obviously, it's a horrible looking penny, but I think that's kind of cool. I mean, tell me that's not Frankenstein's monster. I misspoke. I'm sorry. Frankenstein is not the monster. Frankenstein is the doctor. So he's technically called Frankenstein's monster. I believe in the book he was called Adam. But man, of course, doesn't look good for old honest Abe there either. But I'm calling this the Frankenstein penny. I think I'm going to keep it just because, even though it's just a really ugly penny. But you know, Frankenstein, gotta love Frankenstein's monster inside of a penny, and that's not trickery. That's just like that's. I mean, that's funny looking. All right, on to the magical quarters. Let's see what we can find. Obviously, looking for varieties, looking for airs, looking for silver. That would be the best. So that would be the best. Well, I can do this right here. I'll open this up, set these aside, and see if there's anything exciting in here. No, some really nice edges, but that's probably the Jovita Idar quarter. Because for some reason the Jovita Idar coin. Well, it's not, but it's definitely a newer coin. 2023, 2024 Philadelphia. Just really sharp edges, just like this one right here. Again, 2024. All right, let me take a look, see if I find anything. Some new quarters, some old quarters kind of blended in here, and let's see what I can find. There's an old shady looking one right here. Wow. 1985. Man, that's a rough looking one. All right, let's see what I can find. And nothing super exciting in that roll. I did find a nice 1972 that's actually kind of really shiny and pretty. I may hold on to it. I mean, it's Philadelphia mint mark, so it's not anything magical, but you find a coin that old, it's pretty nice to hold on to. I did also find two of the rare quarters, that are air quarters, that I always search for. The Delaware, always looking for the spitting horse, which I do not see. And the Crossing the Delaware, looking for, of course, extra material here on the hat. Looks like he's wearing a crown. There's also the broken sword and the ghost ore, which is like a fake ore looking there. But nothing there. All right, on to the next one. All right, dumped out the next roll, and this is that quarter I was telling you about. Always has the really nice edges, Jovita Idar. It's really nice looking quarter. Let me see if I can find anything. 78. All right, I'll go through here and see if there's anything I need to be looking for. Look at there, rummaging through the pile. Found two bicentennials. There's an error for these. Looks like he has 6 fingers on his drumming hand. No, nothing there, and nothing looking there, but I do keep the bicentennials. I mean, they're kind of cool. I mean, they don't hold extra value, but you know, bicentennial quarters are kind of cool, especially now that we are in our semi-quinticentennial. I keep them and roll them up and form whole rolls and hold on to them. All right, went through that pile. Again, nothing exciting. I'm looking for the elusive W quarter, 2019 and 2020 quarters that have the West Point mint mark. I've yet to find one, but looking. And of course, here's another one of those Crossing the Delawares. Sword looks good. Don't see a ore, and of course, there's no extra cut. All right, we'll go through the next roll. And we're back again. Another one of those rolls where a lot of really shiny ends to them, but Again, I think they're just new ones. Oh, it's in North Dakota. It's kind of nice looking. That's some pretty nice looking coins. All right, let me go through here and see what I can find. Is that another crossing the Delaware? It sure is. Let me take a look. Nope. 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 All right. Back to searching. All right, I'm back. There are four coins in there that are beautiful. I mean, there's a Hawaii, which is already a interesting find. I don't see a lot of Hawaiis here in Florida. Hold on to that one. This one's another really, kind of shiny. Wyoming. If I can get my fingers working. Denver, South Dakota. The camera's not really doing them justice. I mean, they're really, really shiny, actually. I'll do it like this. Like, they're in really good shape. May hold on to them. North Dakota. I'm definitely going to hold on to them, set them aside. There's the South Dakota. I know there's some air on Georgia's face, but I don't see it. And there's the Wyoming. Wow, really nice coins. I will definitely set them aside and hold on to them and put them in a book because they're really good quality. Of course, I do have a couple more coins in that roll that potentially air coins. You're looking for extra material here, and of course you're looking for that sixth claw, which that's kind of just extra material. I'd hardly call that the sixth claw, so that will set aside. And of course, there is an Arizona air where you're looking for an extra cacti. My finger right there. On the bottom, I don't see that. And I'm looking for the blind bat and the National Parks quarter. And they both have all of their eyes. So, nothing exciting there. On to the last roll. Alright, and we're back. Nothing really there. I got a couple coins set aside to see if there's any airs. Another really nice Mississippi. And my crooked letter I, humpback I quarter. Really shiny and nice. I'm definitely going to put it in the book to Denver. Definitely will put it in the book. No 2019 or 2020 W quarters. They are desperately still on my list. Of course, this is a Dr. Sally Ride coin. There's an air right here where it looks like there's an extra meteor behind her head. I don't see that. And of course, another Denver 2019, I think. 2020. Blind bat, which is not there. So, all right. Thank you guys for watching. Again, very pretty coins I got out of those rolls today. Thanks for watching. I am learning. I am growing. I ask you to subscribe and share. I want to give out a shout out to Smoke Rings here, my local cigar shop that helps me get my cigars that I enjoy on a daily basis. I'm going to keep on trying, keep on searching, see if I can find those magical coins. And, wishing you guys all the best. Coins and a cigar. Appreciate you guys. Certainly like and subscribe and do all of those things. Thanks for watching.